Hello and welcome. It is Nomadic Shaman here. Thank you for visiting my page. Today's video, I wanted to speak on self-mastery. More specifically, I want to speak on spell work, especially if you have ever been on the receiving end of spell work, more specifically baneful magic, black magic, dark magic, evil eye, any type of energy manipulation that holds negative intention that is being sent towards you, whether it's to rob you, whether it's to kill you, whether it's to destroy you in any type of way, whether, rob is still the same thing, but you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Earlier on, I'll use me as an example. Earlier on, my head was definitely in the clouds as I was being bombarded with spiritual attacks and psychic attacks. But there was a point where I had realized that these attacks were serving a bigger purpose, but I just wasn't in the position to be able to see it. Fuck, I wasn't trying to see it. I was just trying to survive, if I'm really being honest. But there was a point where I was able to identify and see that, okay, any type of spell work that's being sent or that has been sent and that sticks, that tells me is on the same type of vibration or frequency of a wound or traumatic experience that I have yet to address. Okay. And when that happens, as far as spell work being sent to you and it sticks, it's because it's, like I said before, it's not trying to, but the purpose of its effectiveness on you is to spotlight what needs to be cared for, what needs to be nurtured, as far as it could be beliefs, what you need to grow in or grow through in, what you need to heal and what you need to address. And so in that, in my journey of understanding that is really where your awareness levels up to new heights and your consciousness is expanded. Now, what I will say is, let me just use an example because you guys know how I am with examples. So what I will say is, let's say if you have two people, one person has a blocked throat chakra, the other one is opened freely. Energy is flowing freely. So a person or individual that has a blocked throat chakra, they may have difficulty speaking up or speaking out or voicing their truth or even communicating well. Communicating what well? Their needs, their desires, their grievances, any type of issues, okay, as circled around communicating. So then when someone sends baneful magic towards that person, chances are pretty high that it's going to stick, which means that the effectiveness of that spell work is going to stick versus the person over here who has a completely open throat chakra and it's constantly flowing. So then what that tells me is person B, who has more difficulty with communicating or even expressing themselves vocally, this right now has become spotlighted as far as what type of trauma that may have been centered around with the difficulty or the challenge of speaking up, of voicing their truth, and then having to address it in that particular circumstance. So it took me a while, especially after Spirit done kicked me out of victimhood. It took me a while for me to be able to identify that this is actually for my greatest good. Okay, this is actually for my greatest good. But I wanted to share that with you so that anyone who may be experiencing that is it's an opportunity to look inward and see what you need to address, what you need to heal, and what you need to go through. Because once you start addressing that, any type of spell work that is sent to let's say, bind in or affect your throat chakra will have minimal effect. Take it from someone who's experienced it, okay? So I hope that is helpful. Feel free to comment, like, share, and follow. And until the next one, I'm out.